the #1 Costa Rica real estate and investment podcast, bringing you experts from all over Costa Rica.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to Costa Rica Real Estate and Investments with me, your host, Richard Bexon. Today, we're going to be talking with Silene would be the English, but in Espanol would be Silene Campos. She's the commercial director for Kapitales. It's a development company here in Costa Rica that has projects kind of more mainly, I would say, focused on the, its towers here in the Central Valley and also in the beach locations. They have some in Jaco in the Central Pacific, in Punta, Leona, just north of Jaco, and also up in Tamarindo as well as a new project that they have. They're all pre-constructions. You can probably get some pretty good deals on this, but we're going to be getting her viewpoint on investing in Costa Rica and also kind of what Kapitales has to offer. And kind of, I'd say, some things that they're taking into consideration when building here in Costa Rica. As you guys have probably worked out, we offer quite a few services here in Costa Rica, more, I would say, focused around investing here. We've helped people buy hotels, buy land, develop homes, buy homes, condos. Our knowledge is kind of very far and wide. A lot of the time people are like, Rich, you need to talk about yourself a little bit more, because I didn't realize that, you used to own, one of Costa Rica's top boutique hotels and have managed over $1 billion of luxury vacation sales here to Costa Rica. I did that in my past life, guys. But no, that's kind of, where my background is kind of more tourism and real estate and kind of how the two things come together, and providing kind of like I would say the logic behind the emotion of buying in Costa Rica and kind of just being in your corner when you do buy here. So you can reach out to us, info@investingcostarica.com. That's info@investingcostarica.com. But let's get straight into it with Silene here. Good morning, Celia. Good morning, Julieta. How are you doing?
Oh, hi, how are you?
Hi, good morning.
Good, fantastic. Well, thank you very much for joining us here on the podcast. It's always interesting when we have a three-way kind of conversation here on the podcast. So it's going to be great to getting, both of your guys' kind of perspective on kind of what's happening in the market, what you guys put the projects that you guys have going on, and also advice that you have for people investing here in Costa Rica. But to begin, I always like to get an idea of what are you guys seeing happening in the market? Not what's happened, but like this year, because, I mean, Europe is kind of somewhat in a recession. The US is starting to slow down. I mean, but what are you guys seeing, so far this year?
Yeah, well, thank you, first of all, to having us here today. It's a great opportunity for us to talk about the projects, about Costa Rica. And even though that it's kind of slow in the United States, we are living a great moment in Costa Rica. I feel really, really proud about our country because now it's a trademark. It's a place to go. Everybody wants to go to Costa Rica and stay in the beaches and enjoy the weather. So it's a great place to be. And also, many people are looking for a new investment. And Costa Rica is a great place to invest, especially for tourism. It's growing. The beauty that we have in our country, national parks, exciting outdoors adventures, many different activities that you can do. So many different reasons why people are coming to Costa Rica. So at this time, it's a great time to invest. So I invite the investor to come and check out the different projects that we have and many other developers have in Costa Rica.
But I mean, I suppose my question would be, are you seeing a slowdown or your demand is still pretty strong for your properties? Because you guys have properties from Tamarindo, the Central Valley, Punta, Leona, Jaco. I mean, are you guys sales are still pretty strong?
We are still selling. We usually pre-sell all the projects.
Yep.
So in terms of time, we are gonna deliver the projects in 2 years.
Yep.
So the people expect to have a better rate or interest rate in 2 years. So for them, it's really secure to invest right now. All the money is gonna be in an escrow account, so they are gonna be secure. And also, it's plenty time to think that everything is gonna be better.
True. Yeah, I mean, it's funny that you say that, because I mean, the kind of the word on the street is that we'll probably see another 1 or 2 interest hikes, from the US, and also probably from Europe, which will kind of pull inflation back a little bit. We're starting to see a bit of a slowdown in inflation, thank God. And then again, as you said, in 2 years, hopefully we'll start to see that, continue to decrease.
Yes, yeah, we expect a better time in 2 years. So the investors know that kind of cycles that we have. So they invest right now because they are getting very good prices.
Yep.
They get a prime to invest right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, but even though that everything is going slow in terms of sales, we can say that for our projects, we have been really lucky because we analyze very detailedly the price, the amenities, the location. So we try to put in the market a really good product. So I think we are offering something really good, and people are selecting our projects.
Fantastic. Well, I mean, I know that, again, the company is Kapitales, as I gave kind of the introduction there. You guys, again, I think it's doing more kind of, if I'm correct, kind of more condominium kind of towers. Would I be correct in saying that?
Yes, right now we are developing towers in all the projects. For Punta, 3 towers, and we already built 1, and we are delivering the apartments in a couple of months. We are building Viva Jaco in Jaco Center.
Yep.
And we are just initiating the construction, and we are planning to start with Maramar next January, Tamarindo in also maybe 6 months.
Wow,
and
you guys are busy.
Yes, we are gonna be pretty busy.
But I mean, give me an idea, because I'm sure a lot of people that are listening to the podcast are like, well, where do prices start from on these things? I mean, just give us an idea of like what a price would, like, if I was to buy a 2-bedroom condo in Tamarindo, or a 2-bedroom in, Punta Leona, or a 2-bedroom in Viva in Jaco. I mean, what are the prices roughly would you say that it starts from?
Well, the prices could vary a lot. It depends of the location. It depends of the
how high up?
Quality, yeah, the quality of the features, and also how many units are in the condo.
Yep.
And we usually start at $120,000 each apartment, 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and we go up until 1 million.
Okay. I mean, that's a pretty affordable entry price there for 150,000. I mean,
that's right.
And again, I mean, if you invest over 150,000 in Costa Rica, you can get residency. So, I mean, you invest 120, maybe buy a car, some fixtures and furniture, and then you're at 150 already, you see. So
right, correct. And you can rent this unit 30% of the time during a year.
Yep.
So, and you can get an investment rate about 8%. So it's a really good investment, even though that you have to pay 30% for the rental management.
Yep.
It's a really good investment.
Definitely.
Also, you can enjoy the rest of the year just for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting that you say that, just because, a lot of people are like, well, I want to come and use it. And I'm always like, don't use it between December and April, because there are busy months here, use them at other times. But like, yeah, because about 60% of your revenue is in those 4 months.
That's correct. That's part of our recommendations. We have a investment chart that we use every time we talk to the investors, and we show all the rates, the night rates, and the money they can get, and all the expenses that they are gonna experience, and everything, so they can understand exactly how it works. And also we have a really good relationship with 2 hotels nearby the projects. Best Western Hotel, and also Punta Leona. This is part of what we offer. We offer their services as a rental company, so they can be sure that their apartments are gonna be rented.
Yep.
So they don't have to be worried about having a condo here in Costa Rica, and they don't know exactly how we can, or they can rent it. And they don't have to deal with the check-in or the check-out or the inventory or the cleaning or all these matters that are really important when you rent an apartment. They are gonna be handling by those hotels. And this is part of our alliances that we have. So that's why we have a really great product, because we think about the product, and also we think about the service post sales. So this is I think this is a great mix.
Well, let's just talk about like the actual, I suppose, amenities and services and the development of it.
Yes.
How has that changed for you guys? I mean, like pre-pandemic, post-pandemic, I mean, what are you offering that you didn't? How has the like design changed? I mean, it's just interesting to kind of get that idea of that, you know, that way that you guys have had to adapt.
Yes. Well, as everybody knows, pandemic changed everything. So for us, luckily, it's great for us because customers are more open to invest in the beaches.
Yep.
They are willing to work at the home and also enjoy life and go to the beach during the morning, surf or hike or whatever they want, and they come back to the house and work. And also they can be an entrepreneur and have a rental apartment or an investment. And thinking about all these new customers and their customers, we are including more common areas. We are including pet-friendly projects.
Yep.
And so we include a pet park. So if you have a pet, you can enjoy time with them. And also for the digital nomads, we are including a co-working space. So if they rent to digital nomads or they are digital nomads, they can have an extra space, a very nice place with all the things that you need to have a meeting or an extra space for your work.
Yeah.
And also thinking about wellness, that it's another thing that everybody's talking about. We are including lap pools, gym, and and also a playground for kids, so they don't have yoga decks. Yes, so they don't have to be inside the apartment all the time.
Well, it's just really interesting, you know, and I mean, it's been coming a long time, this digital nomad, but like not even that, it's just that balance, you know, in life between work and kind of play, of the ability to kind of work and play or have those two things very close together. Whereas beforehand it was, I go to work, you know, and then I have that separation. I mean, the difficulty I think the world probably is having is separating those two things because they are very close together now. But
yeah,
again, just the comfort to be able to do my laps now in a lap pool, get out, you know, maybe do a bit of yoga and then go up and work, you know, that just didn't exist before. They were two separate.
And actually, sorry to interrupt, and actually like the projects are very close to the beach.
Yep.
And you can do a lot of outdoors also. Like also Jaco is known as a very like the secure street to do bicycle. If you go like on your car, you see every day the people on the bicycles training. You can swim on the ocean. You can do paddleboard, surf. So our project, that's something that's also very good. They're very close to all these outdoors things that you can do, exercise and things that you can do. In the project, we have everything, but also you can do outdoors and it's very safe.
Well, I mean, I think that's just going to be, you know, I look at it from a pure investment. I can invest in something that's existing, which is probably going to be about 10 years old, or I can invest in something new. Now, investing in something that's probably about 10 years old, you know, maybe I might get the advantage of, again, maybe location, maybe not, but I don't have those amenities. Usually it's a pool, like, but it's not a lap pool. Like there is no yoga deck, there is no co-working space. Like it just doesn't come with those amenities. So as an investment, thinking about the resale, like who is buying it? If I buy one of the older ones, it's probably going to be someone that's a little bit older, a pensioner that's looking to maybe retire, etc. Whereas I think investing in something new with all of these amenities, because this is probably going to be the foreseeable future, you know, I think probably would be a better investment.
Yes, it's a better investment to buy something new in terms of all the features and of course everything is new, and also the amenities. As Julieta told us, you have all the outside activities, but also you need inside activities.
Yeah.
If you have to work and you have just 20 minutes and you can go to the pool or to the gym and then you can come back to work. So it's really convenient to have everything in your own apartment, in your own condo. And also something different that we have developed, it's the HOA fee. Many different old condos down there in Jaco, they are pretty small in terms of units. So the cost of the amenities, including security, are so high if you have to divide it.
$600-700 sometimes.
Exactly. Sometimes you have to pay a huge amount of money for the HOA. In this project, when you have 100 units or 136 units, as the one that we have in Jaco, Viva Jaco, the HOA is only $200.
Yeah.
So it's really easy to pay, and it's something that it's gonna be really good if it's a business. If you have a business for the rental, it's gonna be great, this kind of HOA.
Okay. I mean, what are some of the common questions that people ask about, you know, when, I don't know, someone from, you know, Europe or North America is looking to purchase, you know, just say in, I don't know, one of your towers. I mean, what are some of the common questions that they ask?
Well, usually, let me think.
I mean, about like, do I own it? Should I own it in my own name, or do I need a corporation, or like, you know, those kind of questions, more the technical kind of questions of ownership in Costa Rica, because I'm sure you guys get them.
Yes, usually they contact a lawyer or an attorney.
Yep.
And they can go directly to them and try to find the best corporation or form that works for them. We don't interrupt, or we don't advise in terms of legally questions, because every single customer could be different.
Yep.
And so we rather the legal advice in these terms.
Definitely.
Yes, we receive many different questions about financing, or those are the questions that we usually help with.
What are the financing options for foreigners?
Yes, for foreigners, there are two banks in Costa Rica, Scotiabank and Lafice. Both of them finance second homes out of their countries,
Yep.
mainly US foreigners or US.
Yep. And are they loaning like 50% loan to value, or do they loan up to 80%? I mean, what is the loan to value typically?
Lafice, it's 50%.
Yep.
And Scotiabank 75%.
Wow, that's
and I mean, very good.
Is it a quick process? Because, you know, I mean, nothing's quick here in Costa Rica, as we know, but like, I throw that the complication of foreigners on top of it. I mean, how long is that process usually?
Well, it could be really easy if they have all the documentation and everything clear.
Yep.
It's really easy.
Okay.
If they have to go and try to find all the taxes and everything and put everything together, and it will take longer.
Okay.
Yeah, also it's like they ask that when with this financial, they ask a lot, because a lot of our clients, they don't even know Costa Rica, or they don't know the company, or they don't know us, right? So for them, sometimes it's like, oh, complicated, like, oh, should I invest? But we guarantee and we give them all the security, because we work with the money with an escrow. We work with a company, an escrow company for the foreigners and also for the locals. But the foreigners, like if you live in the States or Canada or any country, we do all the process through an escrow account. So that guarantee the customer that the money is always safe.
Yep.
Right? Because sometimes that's like very like tricky, like, oh, I don't know the country, I don't know. So we guarantee the customer that the money always gonna be safe.
Well, I think that's smart, because again, this country is full of cemeteries of projects that never really got off the ground. So, you know, and I know you guys have a great reputation in Costa Rica, and again, always protecting the client is so important.
Yeah, and they feel really secure, and that's why the decision, it's really easy to make. So we'd rather have this kind of instructions and companies to work with, so they can feel secure.
I mean, what do you think of the beach areas in Costa Rica that are going to see the most development over the next 5 years, guys?
Well, of course, Central Pacific, because it's really close to San Jose. And not only foreigners are buying in these places, also locals.
A lot of locals, yes.
A lot of locals, yes. It's the same factor that we were talking about pandemic.
Yep.
Many different people from San Jose, Heredia, La Juela, they are thinking about having a house in the beach.
Yep.
And also renting a house, because right now, even though that we offer this kind of service through the hotels, they can do it by Airbnb, or they can do it directly. So they don't need us. So it's a good way to entrepreneur and have a great place to be.
I mean, what are your guys' favorite places in Costa Rica? I always like to ask Costa Ricans, you know, what their favorite places. I mean, personally, I love like San Gerardo de Ota. You know, I love Negra, Avellanas Grande. But I mean, where do you guys typically go? What are your favorite areas?
Well, for me, I love Guanacaste and also Central Pacific. Both are really different places. Guanacaste, I really like the beaches, the white sand, for example, in Conchal.
Yep.
It's amazing. The beach is amazing. But it's a 5-trip long, right? And to go there, it takes.
Especially at the moment, until we have that road fixed.
Yeah, exactly. But in terms of Central Pacific, it's great because many different activities, many services. It's just 1 hour from San Jose, West San Jose.
Yep.
So for me, it's really convenient, and I love it. It's really close to where I am.
What about you, Julieta? Where are your favorite places?
I think exactly the same. I love like Guanacaste. The beaches are amazing. But like Silene was saying, it takes hours like to go there. And especially right now with all our roads, it can take you like on the way back on Sunday, many hours. And the good thing of Central Pacific is that also it's nice. They have nice beaches, very nice places. And it's very close. Like you can ride, like take your car Saturday morning and come back on Sunday, or even during the weekdays. You can go like Wednesday night and come back next day. It's very close, and you have all the amenities, all the best restaurants. You have very good restaurants, very good places, very, very nice things too. So it depends. Like if you want to go like relax, like for 5 days, well, you can go to Guanacaste. If you want, well, also in Central Pacific, but to go to Guanacaste, you need more time.
Yeah.
To go to Jaco, like you go to Jaco and you have everything there. It's amazing. They have these places, very nice places, and there are little beaches around that are very beautiful. Also white sand, like nice places, and so I like both sides.
And I love the gastronomy of Jaco, for example.
Has great restaurants. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's great, and the prices are really good compared to San Jose.
Yeah, they are. They are. Well, my last
They're
question.
better. They're
It's
better.
true, they are better.
Yeah.
It's incredible how expensive the city is.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, my last question for you guys, to you individually, and maybe we'll go with you first, Julieta, as Silly gave us the beach that she liked the best here. If you had $500,000 and had to invest it into a business or real estate in Costa Rica, what would you do with it and why?
I would definitely invest at the beach.
But what would you do?
Well, I love the beach. I really like the beach, and right now with all this with in our projects, with all the amenities and the facilities, and now with all the pandemic, right after that you can work at your place. So would you imagine like being working in your balcony, looking at the sea, and at the lunchtime go and take a swim at the pool? So I will invest in one of our projects, or definitely.
What about you, Silly?
Me too. Me too. I will rather invest in properties, and also the capital gain that you have when you buy in pre-sale.
Yep.
We used to increase the price every 20 units we sell.
Yep.
So in terms of capital gain, you can earn a lot of money, and also with the business you can earn, and also you can enjoy the unit. So it could be great investment for me.
Awesome. Well, guys, I really appreciate you taking the time out of what I know is a very busy day for you guys. You've got a lot of projects going on, but anyone that wants to contact these guys and take a look at also their projects, I'll have all the details in the description down below. But guys, really appreciate your time, and hopefully we'll get you back on the podcast in the future.
Of course, we will be great and happy to be here again.
Fantastic. Thanks very much, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Hope you enjoyed that podcast there with Julieta and also Silene there, guys. Again, they've got quite a few projects here. It's very interesting. Some very good entry points here as well. And, investing in a condo in Costa Rica is just a very safe investment. As she mentioned there, you'd probably be looking, I don't know whether you could get 8%, but, you'd definitely be looking, I would say, anywhere from 3 to 6, depending on the property management company that you use. They do have low HOA, and you get a place kind of at the beach there as well. So I think if there's any interest, you can reach out to them. I actually put David Karr's details in the bottom there, as he's kind of their representative there. You can reach out to David Karr, and he's more than happy to kind of guide you on investing in any of those projects there as well. Remember, if you want to reach out to us, you can info@investingcostarica.com. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please give us a great review. But I will continue to basically spread all the information out there about investing in Costa Rica and the opportunities. But really appreciate all your support, guys. And until the next podcast, I'll see you later. Bye.
The #1 Costa Rica real estate and investment podcast, bringing you experts from all over Costa Rica.